All right, how you doing today? Today we're taking a look at the Logic Pro 11 multi-channel out drums and using some Easy Mix and some other things. Just a quick overview, nothing fancy here, nothing crazy, not a crazy tutorial or anything. I'm just gonna experiment, show you some things here. A lot of really cool stuff you can do with the multi-out drums. And yeah, just experiment around with them, check these out. Also, please do subscribe to the channel. I have hundreds of other videos on my back catalog, all kind of Logic Pro stuff, a lot of Easy Mix 3 stuff coming out as well. Thousands of videos I have in my back catalog, music production stuff. Check those out. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get into this. Okay, so let's say we have a drummer here. We'll just start a drummer track with a pop rock kit. It doesn't really matter what kit we use here, but just so you could find everything, follow along if you will. I already did this, so I'm gonna just show you this though. So we got the SoCal kit here for this rock drum pattern. And we can scroll down to our what are these things called? Multi-channel kits. They used to be called producer kits. But anyways, now they're called multi-channel kits. And we can load that in the SoCal kit. And then we have, actually we gotta load it in first. We have these extra features. Well, you could load the SoCal kit in, but we're gonna load in the unmixed kit here first. And then we have this basically a track stack, and then we have a whole mixer here with that drum kit on it. And this is unmixed. So we have the overheads, we have the kick in and out, we have the hi-hats, we have the room sound, we have the leak, pretty much everything that you would have if you record a drum kit. Now, there is an advantage to actually loading the other kits. I'll show you that real quick if you want to get into this, because these two kicks here, kick in, kick out, on the producer or the multi-channel kits, as they're called now, they actually have these grouped into a different, you still have both of them, but they're grouped into a different bus, if you will. So let's just go check that out. I know this might be a little confusing right now, but let's just check that out real quick. So if we loaded the SoCal kit, it should be right here. So now we have that one loaded instead. If we go to our mixer, open that up. These two kicks, see you have all these effects and stuff on here, pre-produced and such. Those two kicks come to this bus right here. And then we have the same for the snare, bottom, top, and then some other stuff as well, the crunch track and a punchy compression track and stuff like that. So this one's called crunch. It just has a distortion plug on there. So that's another way you could load these. And if you want to start from scratch, you can just delete all these plugins and start your own mix, and then save that template actually. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. This is the unmixed kit that is preset in Logic that you could just load without that. I have some Easy Mix 3 on here. I have some other stuff on here. Let's explore what this sounds like. So on the master bus of the drums, the drum bus if you will, I have some Easy Mix 3 on here, and you can just explore all kind of different sounds. This is just a preset they have on here, lo-fi generic or some sort. And then on the kick, I have this lo-fi vinyl just on the kick in, but we could explore and go through different ones. And there's different settings for this as well. Vinyl, there's a little vinyl crack on there. And I just lowered the toms, and then let's say we want to do something to the hi-hat. Got some stuff on the snare. I have that one turned off. Let's see what we have. I don't even remember what I have on here. So you could do some crazy effects and stuff like that. Let's put the music back on. That's obviously pretty crazy, but that's, you know, just effects and stuff like that. Maybe we want that snare to pop a little more. So on the bottom hit, we have this bottom, snare bottom. This is the default preset from Logic EQ here. Standard snare drum EQ. I actually cut some low end on here so we get that snare to pop out more, bypassed first. Room mics. Throw some easy mix on here. Get some crazy effects of some sort. Now, obviously, I'm doing some of this stuff to the extreme to just show you, you know, the endless possibilities. I'm running this through some like tiny amp here. Let's see what this sounds like. This is from the Lo-Fi pack on Easy Mix 3. And you can just have hours of fun messing around with stuff here. The whole drum bus. Let's go over here to the whole drum bus. I turned that other effect off. Maybe we want to try some things here. Kind of like what I have right now. So we'll just go to a different thing here. B section. And we'll just have a new blank slate, if you will. So let's go here. Let's find drums. Let's go lo-fi. And actually, let's check the drum category here. I mean, you could use any effects you want, obviously, on anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, what it's for. Like, this is actually for drums, though. Actually, let's put that snare reverb on the snare. We'll leave this as it is for now. As you can see, you can get really creative with your drum mixes and do all kinds of things with this method. Another cool trick is here. We got the overheads of the mic of the drums. Just solo that real quick. And we pretty much got the whole kit in there. It's picking up the cymbals and stuff like that. And then, as I say, we want to mute this kick in bass drum, and you can just dial in a different kick drum sound before even EQing stuff. I mean, there's stuff on here, but let's just play this. So that's just the kick out, and the overheads blended together, and with the room mics and stuff like that. But we'll turn it on. We'll play it again, and we'll turn on the mic and the inside the kick. So you can play around with that too. Maybe you want this sound without the microphone in the kick drum. Obviously it depends on your music style that you're producing, what you're doing, but that's another cool trick. We could even do that with the snare. For example, turn off the snare and the bottom heads. Or just the mic from the bottom and not the top. Or bury it even further down and just have the overheads and room mics on. So lots of experimenting you can do here. Obviously, you don't have to use Easy Mix 3. You can use the Logic plugins. You can use whatever you have. Just some really cool stuff. And by the way, I have another video on this free plugin here. This is much like the Pro Q3 dynamic EQ here. So you want to check that video out as well. There's all kind of crazy stuff you could do with this. It has the dynamic stuff. There's like, I think there's 16 bands in here. You can do all kind of stuff, tilt EQs and all kind of fun stuff. Anyways, that's just another video. I just saw it here, so I thought I'd mention it. Maybe throw on some guitar pedal, stomp boxes here, candy fuzz on the snare. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, there you go. Just experiment around with it. Have some fun. And by the way, we can also change the drum sound. We don't have to stick to that drum kit. We can go in here. Let me open this up. The drum kit designer is in here. And I just have the 70s Puxy kit that I loaded. We could change the kit. We could change the kit pieces. Maybe that hi-hat is too crispy, it's too bright. Maybe switch to a darker one. Or we could go back into our mixer, and I put the bright one back on, obviously. We could manipulate that a little bit. I got nothing on this right now. Let's just go in here. And of course, it switches to the ride cymbal part. Let's get back to that hat. Just tuck it back into the mix a little bit as well. So yeah, pretty cool. So check it out.